I'm going to go to Glenn Beck next because he's going to attack Michelle Obama. This should be fun. But he's not just attacking Michelle Obama for actually trying to look out for the health of our kids. How dare she? But he's going to attack all overweight people. Keep it classy. Clip number 7.
Maybe it's the mystery woman with Michelle Obama, who is talking now about how to fight childhood obesity. Watch.
What I am asking is that you consider reformulating your menu in pragmatic and incremental ways to create healthier versions of the foods that we all love. It could mean serving 1% of skim milk, or you could make healthy sides like apples, slices, or carrots the default choice in a menu and make fries something customers have to request.
That is such a good idea. Now, my first thought when she's talking to the NRA was she was speaking to the NRA, and then I realized it's the National Restaurant Association. That makes a little more sense. When I heard this, I thought, get your damn hands off my fries, lady. If I want to be a fatty and shovel French fries all day long, that is my choice. But, oh, no, not so fast anymore. Because now we have the new fact, whether you like it or not, we have government health care now. Well, what does that have to do with French fries? Did you miss the show about a year and a half ago? Because the nation's health care costs are directly tied to the government, and obesity is one of, if not the most costly conditions, costing you and me now at least $150 billion a year. You know those fat people that sit in their couch, and I mean really fat, I mean not like me, I mean the people who like their skin grows into the couch, and then, you know, they call the fire department, they cut them out of the wall, and then they have to bring in a truck, and then they take them to the hospital. I say let them die. I say punish the person who's been bringing them the milkshakes that allowed them to eat and not get up off the couch. Maybe, am I too harsh?
So those are two different ideologies there. And in this absurd attack of Glenn Beck, we get a decent sense of it. Michelle Obama says, hey, look, I'd like to encourage you to eat better. And you know what? There are people that can help you to do that. For example, in your schools, we can either feed our kids, we can make the decision ourselves as a community, either feed the kids, you know, the unhealthy food and, you know, whether it's fried chicken or Coke, whatever it might be, right? Or we could give them apples and carrots and stuff. We make the decision together as a community, it goes towards our kids. We can encourage them in the right way. Or you can go with the Republican approach, where Glenn Beck says, who cares? Just let them eat whatever the hell they want. Feed them unhealthy food as long as somebody gets rich off it, which he didn't mention, right? And then let them die. That's it. Problem solved. That's the Republican way. Look, if you try to legislate what I can or cannot eat, anybody who follows this show knows, that you're going to run into a lot of trouble from me. Okay, and not buying it. If the government says, hey, Jake, you can't eat this. Or they say, hey, you know what, if you eat this, I'm going to charge you that, right? I don't like that at all. I'm not in favor of it. It's the government getting way too involved in our lives. I don't like Big Brother looking over my shoulder. I feel guilty enough eating whatever I eat. I don't need Uncle Sam over my shoulder going, it's a little too much ice cream there, big guy, right? So I'm not in favor of that. I'm not in favor of cranking up people's health insurance policy premiums based on that. But that's not what she's suggesting. She's suggesting that we're helpful to our kids in making the right decisions, not the government legislating it. Come on. Is that too much? We can't even do that. So, and the funny thing is they picked this topic for the First Lady because they thought, well, no one could object to this. Because the thing with First Ladies, ever since Hillary Clinton and the health insurance debacle at that time under the Clinton administration, you go safe, super safe, okay? Don't have her tackle any topic that's a little dangerous because God knows what Fox News will do to her. So they say, okay, how about we feed our kids healthy food? And what does Fox News do? They attack her anyway. They're unbelievable. And in the meanwhile, of course, as they're doing that, they want all fat people to die. He says, no, not fat like me, of course. I'm a Republican. It doesn't apply to me. But you fat slobs out there on the couch. By the way, I think it's a terrible idea. Because my guess is that Fox News audience, there's a couple of folks out there glued to their couch, to say the least. So you want to insult your own audience that way? Have at it, hoss.